Okay. What's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. And it's time for the final gold box game. The Dark Queen of Krynn. So, this apparently was the actual last gold box game before they released the unlimited adventures. So this has some improvements to the engine. Perhaps had time been different and they had kept making gold box games, perhaps we would have seen more improvements. But we have to take what we have. This is also the third game in the Dragonlance trilogy. So we will be carrying over our characters from the last two games, along with apparently all their gear, which is going to be pretty great, especially because, based on what I've read, we're not really going to find any gear that is better than what we're bringing into the game. Like, take the bracers, for example. I think Harusha is wearing bracers of AC 4, which she got in the first game. And throughout the entire second game, you never get anything better than AC 6. And apparently, throughout the third game, you don't get anything better than AC 6. Insane. So they really were just like, yeah, fuck it. You're not here for equipment. No one likes cool equipment in a D&D game. Get out of here. So if you start fresh here, yeah, you're gonna be a little sad. You never get anything better than a +4 weapon. And to be fair, the only one with a better than +4 weapon is Mangg with the Dragonlance. But we do get to bring in the Dragonlance, which is great. Now, I guess if you do make new characters now, you do get some niceties. You get cloaks of protection at start, along with helms +2. So there is some stuff there, but overall you'd probably rather bring in some characters. So the status of our characters going into Dark Queen of Krynn. We have Mangg as a level 12 Knight of the Rose. He's got a 0 Thaco, -11 AC, dealing 1d8 +16 damage with his Dragonlance. He's got a Cloak of Displacement, protection versus poison, boots of speed, and the Girdle of Giant Strength, putting him at 23 strength at all times. He's pretty good, and 120 hit points. He is what all our fighters aspire to be. Good. Bronk, level 13 fighter, level 15 thief. -9 armor class, 1 Thaco, 1d6 +11 damage. Honestly, he's not that far behind Mangg. Really, Mangg has the 23 strength. That is a massive factor. I wish we had lots of those. And you can always duplicate any item you want if you want to cheat. So I could have those girdles of Frost Giant Strength for all of 6 of my characters. But yeah, I don't think we need to resort to blatant cheating like that. Theorem, 12 fighter, 13 red mage. -10 armor class, 3 Thaco, 1d6 +11 damage. Also a really solid fighter, but he's also a pretty dang good mage and has delayed blast fireball. So yeah, that was the dream when we made these characters. So pretty good there. Kretus, 11 cleric, 11 fighter, 11 white mage. So he's a solid fighter. He's got 88 hit points, -9 AC. But you can also cast cleric spells and wizard spells. He's a ways off, not that far off, but he's a bit off from delayed blast fireball. But still, he's not too shabby. He's the wonder kid that can do everything. Purusha, 12 fighter, 12 white mage. I'm not exactly sure why Purusha falls so far behind. She's only a dual class. She is a full elf, but so is Kretus, and Kretus has an extra class. I don't know. I feel like she should be at 13s. She's pretty close. She's all right. I mean, she also has delayed blast fireball, and she uses a bow, and it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. And then finally, Oakley, level 13 cleric, 16 thief. Doing all right with the Hoopak. No wizard spell, no magic user spells. So the cleric part of it, not insanely good, but meh, it's fine. Overall, we didn't really struggle at all with Death Knights of Krynn, so we'll see how Dark Queen goes. And with that, let us begin. Also, I really have to apologize for the audio-only video, the audio-only episode, the finale of Death Knights. I really just never look over at my OBS monitor. It's crazy that I just never look over that for 50 minutes or whatever. I just never look at it. But yeah, I guess sometimes when I close out of the game and reload it, OBS doesn't pick it up, and I just don't notice. So, really a shame. Really a shame. That's all I can say about it. Let's begin. Journal, page 12. What is word number 6 after the heading magic? Well, let me tell you. Now, let's see if the codes for this game are correct or not. Page 12, yep, magic, yep, word 6. What? Okay, okay, you're not giving me... Okay, I'm gonna try integral. Okay, that word. They have like 3 words under magic, but it doesn't say what word number it is. It just says the words. So, I don't know. It was either integral, dark, or queen. And I took a shot. You arrive in Palanthas as the city awakens and merchants and townsfolk begin to crowd the streets. Although nothing seems outwardly wrong, you sense a great tension among the citizens. As you pass through the city gates, a guard hails you and politely requests identification. You show him the letter from Lorana as he bows respectfully. The general requests your presence at the palace, at your convenience. You continue into the city. Okay, I think... Do we have like a... Let me check the... Let me check something. Is there an introduction here? Okay, here. So this is an introduction, a letter from the general. Esteemed heroes, word of your deeds has reached me here at Palanthas. I extend to you heartfelt thanks for the glorious deeds you have performed for our beloved Ancelon. I myself am no stranger to the vile machinations of Lord Soth and his ruthless consort Kitiara. By liberating the world from their dark influence, you have helped to heal the wounds left by the War of the Lance. Despite your great victories, I fear that dark clouds still gather. My troops continue to scour the farthest reaches of the continent in search of those still faithful to the Dark Queen. I was resolved to invite you to our illustrious city, where you would be honored in a fashion appropriate to your valor. Instead, I must exhort you to journey in all haste to Palanthas, where I will receive you for a very different purpose. Okay. Should I know who the Dark Queen is? I don't know anything about the War of the Lance, so... Okay, there was a novel titled The Dark Queen. Oh, it's Takesis? Takesis is the Dark Queen. Yes, and that was what the War of the Lance was about. The goddess Takesis sought to re-enter and conquer Krynn after her defeat during the Third Dragon War centuries prior. Okay. So Takesis is like the villain of Dragonlance. She's the head of the evil gods, responsible for the corruption of the chromatic dragons. She's known as the Dark Warrior, Dark Queen, Dragon Queen, Her Dark Majesty, Lady Chaos, Mistress of Dragons, Queen of Darkness. She's villain incarnate. Alright. Good to know. Where do I wish to go? Probably just the palace, right? We don't need anything. You enter the palace and are quickly escorted to General Lorana's chambers. As you enter, she rises from her seat by the fireplace and smiles warmly at you. Ah, my champions, I am honored by your presence. Come and sit with me. There is a chill in the air this morning. I am afraid I have distressing news to share with you. Once again, our beloved Krynn needs your aid. The general stares sadly at the flames as she recounts her story. Okay, and it's one big text dump, I'm sure. It has been but a short time since you so valiantly helped us crush the Draconian army. Yet such is the nature of these creatures that to sever the head from the beast only invites it to grow another. My emissaries have reported that some Draconian scum may have survived, and we are again gathering to the south. We must know if this is true. Every day we wait is foolhardy, for the danger may be growing. But the good people of Palanthas deserve the hard-won peace they now enjoy. From time to time, I still see the shadows of old fears fleeting across their faces. I will not add to their troubles by letting this unproven rumor reach their ears. This is why I implore you, brave heroes, to hasten to Kiergoth and discover what truth there is in these fearful reports. My friends, your mission is urgent. The lives of many may lie in your hands. Send me word of what you find, and may Paladine be with you. Okay, let's go over to the inn real quick. Because I'm sure we've got some spells loaded up, but let's make sure that we're all capped out. Right, so I can use arrow keys, so I don't know if they fixed that for the Steam release or what, but Wikipedia is not quite correct about that. Hold monsters, disintegrate, delayed blast fireball, delayed blast fireball. Cretus, yep. Theorem, yep. Bronk, no spells ever, of course. Yep. Rest. Very slow process of memorizing all my spells. Jesus, why is that so slow? It has never been that slow. How many cycles do you need here? Oh, the cycles do nothing. The cycles do nothing. It doesn't care. Holy shit. A lot of spells, man. When you have this many multi-class, cleric, magic user, fighters, I mean, it's just a lot of spells. No doubt about it. Third level. Let's get another fireball and, I don't know, cure disease. Fourth level. Minor globe of invulnerability. Fifth level. I guess we're taking fire touches. And sixth level blade barrier. Hell yeah. I apparently don't have a sixth level magic user spell, but that's not surprising. So I think that's good. Purusha does not have an 8th level because they suck. Yeah, it's It's a process, no doubt about it. Now we wait a long time. Like, that's crazy. I mean, what are they doing? What are they even doing? Okay, we're done. Now, hopefully it never takes us that long ever again, because we do usually restore spells, and we get most of them back, at least. So let's save. Alter, because we want to look at the new icons. Ooh, boy, look at that. Those are slick. Yeah, this is sort of what you get with the Unlimited Adventures if you play one of those fan-made stuff. Okay, so what we mainly are looking at is the stuff along the top row. Because that's like your standard sort of sword and board people. The one that I think best represents Mangg. I'm gonna go with this one. It's a two-handed sword, but he is using the Dragonlance for probably the whole game, so we're gonna go with that. Then Bronk. Yeah, he's getting a dwarven one. That's probably a fine one. I don't think that's too bad. It's a little sort of generic. We could go with something like this, but I think that's a woman. It's alright, we'll go with that. That's fine. Theorem. Yeah, pretty much just sort of the basic stuff. We'll give him that. Cretus is kind of the catch-all, all three things. So he's got a bit of that cleric in him. So we could take something like this. I think that's cool. Purusha. We could give either a bow, which is what she mostly does, or we could do more of just like a spellcaster. I think this one's pretty sweet. Let's go with that. And then Oakley, of course, gets the nice Kender one. I think that's fine. Alright, sweet. Difficulty is set at veteran, as always. Alright, we're good. We want to leave. You mount the steeds waiting for you and head south. The journey is uneventful, but you hear many rumors that confirm Laurana's fears. After several days, you approach Kirgoth. The air is thick with the stench of smoldering ruins. As tendrils of smoke rise above the forest, you dismount and approach the city cautiously. Look at this. Outdoor location with trees. Now compare the graphics of this to Eye of the Beholder 2 when you start in the forest. I mean, goddamn, this shit was dated when it came out. Well, we may as well just wander around, right? If I can. No, I don't. Okay, it says there's no wall here, but I can't do anything with it. Okay. Probably pretty linear. I see the wall there. But what about this one? You come upon what was once Kirgoth and record your observations as Journal Entry 65. Before you lies the smoldering ruins of Kirgoth. Everything is blasted and burned. Once sturdy buildings are sagging and melted. Their stone runs like candle wax. The sickening odor of burnt carrion floats on the gentle breeze as vultures circle through the smoke. Then you notice the fuming pots of acid in the streets. Draconians have been here. Draconians have been here. The only consolation is that some of them paid for this abomination with their lives. Huge shadows skim over the ground. Giant shapes disappear over the treetops. Dragons descend around you. Well, well, you must be the owners of that lovely ship. We could have used that a few nights ago. Alas, it is useless to us now, and so are you. That's all the music you get. Don't ask for more than that. It's impossible. Alright, let's go for a little stinking cloud. Never fails, right? Okay, we got the green dragon. You do a little hold monster action. Why is the game running so slow? Unaffected. I mean, look at how slow everything is. I mean, how many cycles do we need? I don't think it makes a difference. I don't know what the problem is. Okay, well, that was that. Sobbing woman and a small child are attempting to dig graves for their family. What do you do? Aid them. The woman smiles through her tears. Bless you, gentle folk, for your kindness to a poor widow. Her smile turns to a frown as she continues. Beware the flying dragons, lest you meet the fate of the ones I love. Yeah. The walls of a destroyed home have crumbled inward amid the ashes and soot of an intense fire. Vandals have wrecked barrels and spilled grain in this warehouse. Stop it. Ruins of a fine house have been scorched. What metal remains has been melted into molten puddles, which have since hardened. A blue dragon did this. The signs are unmistakable. You see a lone ship anchored in the harbor before you. The burned-out office of the dockmaster. What remains is tossed in disarray. The shrill cry of a feasting vulture rises above the ravaged city. Scattered debris are all that remain of this shop and its proprietor. Trees have been destroyed by dragonfire. The wind whistles plaintively through the seared rubble. Yeah, this place got fucked pretty good. Alright, I mean, there's not really much here to look at. You discover the body of a slain boy. Do you bury him? Yes. As you lower him into a shallow grave, you notice that he was slain, not by dragons, but with a sword. Alright, I think we gotta check out this ship. Suddenly, a group of swarthy sailors brandish their swords. Looters, what do you want here? Answer carefully. Explain. One of the sailors steps forward. I am Daynor, captain of the merchant vessel Silver Shark. We arrived here late last night to find our city burned and ravaged. The few that remain have told us a terrible tale. Let's listen to this tale. Hundreds of Draconians invaded, pillaging the town and impounding the entire fleet of ships. Only those who could steer the ships were spared. Everyone else either escaped or was slaughtered. Once they took what they wanted, a horde of blue dragons leveled the buildings and incarcerated anyone trying to take refuge. The monsters then sailed out to sea, leaving this village a charred ruin. I can wait no longer. I must set sail and follow the loathsome beasts. My sister Chrysia is among those kidnapped. We have gathered what supplies we could and are ready to sail after these monsters. Your presence would honor us. Do you wish to join us? Yes. Very well. Come, strangers, our adventure begins. The captain and crew quickly set the sails of the Silver Shark, and soon you are sailing north along the coast of Ansalon. Yeah, that art there, not so hot. You have hardly had time to get your sea legs before you hear the lookout yell, "Wreckage off the starboard bow!" That's one of the town's ships run aground. I'm going ashore to investigate. Will you join me? Yes. You quickly row ashore with Captain Daynor. Soon you discover the area around the wreck is littered with human footprints, along with the tracks of Draconians. You follow the trail up the beach to a cave halfway up the cliff wall. Ooh, look at this cave environment. Alright, they really wanted to step up that. And we got Captain Daynor with us. Level 30 Paladin! He's not really any better than Mangg. I think Mangg could solo him. Bronk turns and says, something smells rotten. I think it's draconian. Bronk halts the party. A trap, he hisses. Well, we can avoid it. I can try to disarm it or just ignore it and see what happens. Disarm it, Bronk? Bronk jams a rock into a wooden pulley in the ceiling. Yeah, that ought to do it. Okay, I disabled the trip line. Bronk gains XP. We love that. Many broken weapons lean against the wall. Piles of torn and tattered garments have been tossed in the corner, some covered with blood. You hear raucous voices and coarse language, laughter to the north. The room is filled with Draconians. They see you and begin to growl. A bedraggled young girl is helping a Sivak put on his armor. Chrysia, cries Captain Daynor. As the horrified girl turns toward you, a wizard yells, Quick, wench, warn the others! As the monsters rush forward, the girl runs to the north and disappears into a cave opening. The monsters attack. Alright. I don't care for you creatures, and I am going to express my wrath. Oh yeah, we got all these Oraks now. Those are annoying. And they're all exploding, of course, blah blah blah. Let's just throw out a regular fireball, I think. Yeah, the game is just like deliberately slow. Like it has nothing to do with how many cycles you're running, how fast your computer is, you know, nothing. The game is just deliberately slow. And I don't know why it's different so that you can't speed it up, but it is. So there's not going to be any super speed quick battles in this game, which is not great. And look at how slow this is. I try cranking it up to 200,000 cycles or 300,000, 500,000 cycles. It doesn't matter. If anything, that makes the game slower. Maybe I can... But at 3,000 cycles, the game's slow. I could try increasing the actual game speed. That might be a factor. Speed, let's set it... Let's try 2. That does help. I don't think we're ever gonna get it super fast. And it's got a bunch of Oraks, which are extremely annoying, slow enemies to kill. That's a bit too much just ambient fire damage, unfortunately. Everyone else is asleep. Jesus. That was... Whew, that was rough. Water slowly drips from the cave ceiling. Draconians attack. Great, it's another massive horde of Oraks and stuff. Fuck, this is not gonna be good. I mean, what is the solution here to making this go faster? Oh, blade barrier, that's always fun. Oh boy. Yes, this is not great. I mean, here's a perfect example of why we're not doing full Let's Plays, though, of these games. And we're just doing 3 videos. So I will have to sit through all this shit, but you guys will only experience a little bit. Jesus, man. I mean, this would be rough enough if I had super fast speed like the other games. But to have all this and it's super slow. Pooh boy. I mean, I guess I could set it to speed 1, but at a certain point you just can't like read any of the messages, which are really quick. Like, look how long this is for one battle. Christ. Insanely bad. Okay, usually at this early I don't use a walkthrough because you just wander around, but with fights this long, we want to avoid as many as possible. Okay, so we want to go west from here. Oh, I was. I did go the right way, miraculously. Yeah, because we did this fight. A group of villagers are chained to the far wall. They are exhausted and look like they were beaten. Captain Daynor easily breaks the chains. Captain recognizes one of the villagers as the mayor of Cairgoth, and anxiously asks him about Chrysia and the Draconians that are still at sea. This is recorded as journal entry 47. Thank you, kind champions. Those monsters destroyed our beautiful town and then herded us on board a ship like cattle. They forced Olin, a great sailor, to steer the ship and to sail straight across the ocean. We told them there was nothing there, that they were mad. Then they struck us and told us not to ask questions. While the monsters were busy fighting among themselves, Olin steered the ship onto the rocks, hoping to give us a chance to escape. But fate was cruel. The ship did not sink immediately. The monsters were able to drag us ashore and into these accursed caves. As for Olin, they rewarded his brave act by slitting his throat. He died a hero. These monsters speak freely in front of us. They constantly complain about not being able to complete their great journey complete their great journey to the other side of the world. They say the Dark Queen will be very displeased with them. I hope she strikes them all dead. As for that wench, Kryssia, I know her well, the traitor. They chose her from among us, and soon we saw her caring and grooming these disgusting monsters. Now they allow her to move around freely, as if she were one of them. She deserves to be sent to the Abyss, where she can spend eternity with her consorts. Captain Daenor angrily shakes his fist at the mayor. You liar! Kryssia would never aid these creatures. Believe what you will, replies the mayor. The mayor turns to you. Thank you again. Now we must take leave of this wretched place. The village of Hoslin is nearby, and we can seek shelter there. The villagers arm themselves with some of the slain Draconians' weapons. They leave, prepared to deal with any monsters that may stand in their way. Okay. That's all that's here. So now we want to go all the way back to... here. You come upon a party of Draconians guarding a cave passageway. Kryssia is excitedly warning them of intruders. She sees you and quickly makes a strange gesture in the air. A ball of fire leaps from her fingers and speeds towards you. Cast Dispel Magic. Who will cast it? Kretus. Kretus casts Dispel Magic upon the fireball and it dissipates before striking you. Kryssia escapes down the passage to the west. One of the Oraks shouts, "Slay them! We'll throw them to the monsters below." Okay, so it's basically the same fucking fight. But there's a dark wizard all the way in the back. Look at the buffs. I mean, you can't see, but I'll tell you. The buffs that this dark wizard has on him. Mirror Image, Fire Shield, Ice Shield, Fire Touch, Globe of Invulnerability, Iron Skin, Mind Blank, Protection from Normal Missiles, See Invisible, and Shield. What the hell? The easiest way to deal with him is Power Word Kill. Otherwise, you need to use Dispel Magic and hope you strip off the Fire Shields and Mirror Image to be able to attack him. Once you're done, head north. Yeah, great. In like an hour, I'll be heading north. Awesome. I mean, I guess. And we won't even hit him with Delayed Blast Fireball, I think. Well, I gotta chew through all these Oraks. I don't know what the Dark Wizard's gonna do to me, but it's probably not good. So far, I'm not having a great impression of the game due to the speed problems and the encounter design. The whole second game had like no, I don't think there was a single Orak. They weren't in the second game. Maybe that's why it was better. What a terrible enemy. Come on, dude. Fuck me. I guess I should keep casting spells because they're casting spells on me. So let's get an Ice Storm in there. Great. Fleeing in Terror. now they're all primed to explode. And what was the Dark Wizard even doing here? We're all gonna die. I guess I probably should be healing. Great. Fire shield? Jesus. 28,000 XP. Oakley's dead. Bronca Theorem unconscious. What the fuck? Insane. Holy God. Piercers plunge from the ceiling, striking you. For no damage. Okay. Sure. Piercers plunge from the ceiling, striking you. For no damage. There's garbage and filth everywhere. Huge Otyughs come shambling toward you. Okay. We got Otyughs. That's a normal enemy I can just beat the shit out of. Oh my God, amazing. Very slowly beat the shit out of. There's gonna be a lot of alt tabbing and quick battles in this game, I feel. Oh, Bronk, what the fuck are you doing, man? I mean, look at this. This battle poses like no threat. But it still takes 3 minutes. There you go. Good XP at least. Alright. I should keep saving after every fucking battle. OTX Lumber Toward you, slobbering and drooling. Okay. Oh, we could probably throw out a spell here, huh? A little Delayed Blast Fireball to lighten the load. Actually, Shambling Mounds are immune to fire, so... They grow from electricity. They're resistant to fire and cold. So you have to use magic damage, which I think Ice Storm... Hopefully Ice Storm is still considered magic here. It's magic damage. That's a very low amount of magic damage. Ooh, doggy. It's gonna be a while, man. This is gonna be a long game. Have at it. Let me see if anyone's... While this is happening, I'll look up, see if anyone has talked about the speed issues. No. really. Doesn't really seem to be any discussion of that. Oh, here. Anybody know how to speed up Dark Queen of Krynn? Basically, no. No one is talking. No one has an answer for that. No one has an answer for that. This person suggests if there's a... But no, I mean, that's not the issue. I can definitely increase the cycles. It just doesn't do anything. Not really. So, no, I don't think there's a solution here, unfortunately. There's going to be a lot of alt-tabbing for me. Letting battles run. I guess one of the items there was a flail +4, but I don't even need that. Purusha hit Mage 13. Let's grab... Yeah, I don't know. There's various good options, I guess. I mean, I could give her a level 8 spell, but... I don't know. Auto's Irresistible Dance. And Fighter 13. Nice. I wasn't even supposed to go this way? Aw, random encounters. Supposed to go back to 7-7. I get hit with that again. 14 points of damage. And now we go east instead. Huge boring beetles burst through the wall. Boring beetles. Okay, they're just creatures with 23 health. I mean, I guess they... I don't know, they average like 12 damage a hit turn if they hit. It's not really super threatening. What is Purusha doing meleeing? We want to examine that phenomenon? Oh, you're using your Mace of Disruption. Can I talk you out of that? Oh, I didn't put auto ammo on, that's why. Okay, well, we'll see. And, at 12-7, heading south, pitch against 7 purple worms. Okay. Purple worms are certainly more fearsome, but still pretty much as big chunks of health to beat down, except, yeah, they can poison us, which isn't great. Yeah. I think slog might be... It's actually, the word slog came up quite a bit when reading about this game. Certain parts of it, just slog. There's not even a way out of this room. Why did I go for that? You hear a woman scream coming from the south. Piercer's plunge from the ceiling, striking you. Piercer's plunge from the ceiling, striking you. The chamber is filled with beholders. They float toward you. The chamber is filled with beholders. Yeah, that's a pants-shitting moment, isn't it? But filled with at this stage means 2 beholders, which is more than we found in either of the last 2 games. So I wasn't really sure beholders were in Dragonlance. Yeah, obviously I don't care too much about just healing after every battle. This is not great. Healing and saving after every battle. Let's see. 2215, head south. Yeah, we got bigger maps now, by the way. Monsters attack. Okay, we've got Umber Hulks, which can confuse characters, but, you know, what are the odds of that? There you go. Umber Hulks. Okay, let's keep fighting Umber Hulks. Let's see. I'm going this direction just to get a necklace of missiles and 10,000 XP. It's not really worth it, because that's 10,000 XP divided among 7 characters right now. Which I feel like I'm getting more than that already with these fights. You gag on the pungent reek of charred carrion. The passage head is choked with the scorched remains of what used to be Umber Hulks. You can barely squeeze by if you hold your breath. You hear a woman shout, get back, I warn you, you won't take me alive. Oh, okay, we had to do this. Captain Daynor peers ahead. Chrissy, is that you? An old woman steps forward wearing a cheap gaudy necklace and waving a wand. She tells you her story. No, I don't know if we had to do this. The old woman's eyes light up. You aren't monsters, you're people. Oh, thank Paladine. I escaped from the monsters yesterday and fled into these lower caves, hoping to find a way out. But the Draconians pale in comparison to the monsters that fill these caverns, and I was afraid to go further. I found this wand and necklace on a body I stumbled upon. With them, I was able to send many of these foul creatures back to the abyss. If the Draconians are no longer a threat, I'm sure I can find my way to the mouth of the cave. There is a small village not far from here, and I can take refuge there. Farewell, my friends. She turns to leave, but then adds, oh, here, why don't you take this? She removes the necklace and hands it to you. You certainly look like you can handle yourselves, but you may be able to use this. The necklace of missiles. No. And there's our XP. Now, Bronk leveled up to Thief 16, and Oakley to Cleric 14. So we are getting levels still. I mean, the XP is somewhat okay. Hey, more random battle. Blood and ooze cover the walls. We must be careful. Chrissy is quite capable of taking care of herself. Right. A gust of ozone-laden air washes over you from ahead, bringing with it the rustle of wings and the clatter of heavy claws upon the stone. Uh-oh. Chrysia stands at the north edge of the chamber. A blue dragon rumbles to her. Go now with Zrivranth. We will deal with these pesky interlopers. Go to the fleet, and we will meet you at the rendezvous on Taladas. Captain Daenor's sister turns and flees to the north without a backward glance. Lightning crackles around the cavern as huge dragons descend upon you. Okay, holy shit. We've got 3 blue dragons and 3 black dragons. So if there's a time for delayed blast fireballs, it is now. Good. Not so good. Mangg can basically one-shot these, so... That wasn't too bad. There you go. Not too bad. Little save action. And keep following you. You can see light coming from the north. Good. You stand at an exit from the cave. A large blue dragon is perched on the ledge above you. It bends down to allow a rider to climb onto its back. Chrysia, wait! What are you doing? The young woman glares at you and mounts the dragon. The huge creature launches itself from the cliff and flies off towards the horizon. In a few seconds, it is only a speck. Captain Daenor falls to his knees. I have lost her. I've lost my beloved sister. There's a trail here that leads back to the shore. Do you leave the cave? Yes. You climb down to the beach and return to the Silver Shark. Captain Daenor speaks. My crew, Chrysia, has been charmed and is flying across the ocean. We must find her and end the draconian threat. Hoist the anchor. We set sail for the continent of Taladas. Okay, we get XP. Daenor quickly writes a message and plucks a pigeon from a cage. He whispers something into its ear as the bird snatches the paper and flies off. My carrier will deliver this message to the general. She will know what to do. My friends, would you like to rest now before our long journey? Sure. Theorem leveled up to fighter 13. He gets his 2 attacks per round. Good. Let's check spells, as we like to do. Sure. Okay, that was much faster. Good. Changing the speed did help. Knock. Then you did get Otto's Irresistible Dance. Redis. Yeah, I don't have any 6th level magic user spells. Hiram's good, Mangg's good. Okay, I think that's all correct. Now, hold on. The walkthrough says to swap all your fireballs to lightning bolts or anything suitable. I don't know exactly what that means, but I feel like that means probably a lot of fire immune shit. So let's change theorems. I won't ditch them all, but we'll ditch 2 fireballs for lightning bolts. Credus will ditch a fireball for a lightning bolt. Barusha, 2 fireballs for lightning bolts. That's fine. Lightning bolts. Nope. Lightning bolt. Okay, that's our loadout. Your voyage begins peacefully. One night you spy Daenor speaking into the water. When you ask the crew about this, they beg you to be silent. The captain's business is his own. A week into the journey, the sky darkens and the winds begin to blow harder. I have been warned. A great storm approaches. We are too far from land to take refuge. May Paladin watch over us. The wind howls as waves wash over the deck. The crew fights the storm valiantly as the ship is battered. With a great crash, the mast snaps as a huge wave pushes the ship onto its side. As you are tossed into the sea, you hear Daenor yell, "Be brave, friends! We are not lost yet!" Cold water fills your lungs. You lose consciousness. One by one, you awake in a weird environment. Oh, shit. You are underwater. You feel the ocean all around you. You try to stop breathing, but eventually you have to exhale. No air comes out of your lungs. Door won't open. You can see and hear fairly well. You move slowly around the sandy floor. Your feet feel heavy. Some power keeps you warm in what must be the cold water of the deeps. You sense a pressure change in the water. The door opens. Outlanders, put up your weapons. You are among friends. The sea elf identifies himself as Lysian and tells the story of your rescue. One of our number spied your ship in distress and summoned others. We sped like arrows, but when we arrived, the ship was already in pieces. We pulled all the landfolk out, cast spells upon them, and brought them to our city Nolidus. The ship's crew proved to be a superstitious lot, ill-suited to life under sea, and so we sent them back to Ansalon. 'Tis strange to me that they who spend their life on the sea should be so fearful of what is underneath it, but so it is. The elf frowns. Captain Daenor fared less well. He was badly injured in the wreck, but we are loath to heal him. He bears magical wards we cannot decipher. You seemed capable of healing our friend, so we bound you with a deep-sea spell and brought you here. Here is a ring that will help one of you move underwater. What, one of me? Ring of free action. Okay. When you have a What is that? You hear great crashing sounds not far away. Dragons! I must be off. Outlanders, I think you cannot help us. Flee to the safe halls to the west. The elf darts out of the room. Okay. The squick sound when you step. Okay. Here some elves were wiped out by dragons. They were hauling bundles of spears. Take the bundles with you? Yes. Need any yourself? Yes? No. Probably no. Need any more? No. Guard room. It seems empty. A storeroom. This squick sound effect. Not far off, you hear rampaging dragons. A larder. Most of the food has been taken. Okay, the map of this location is huge, by the way. This is the biggest map I've seen in any of the 9 games. A larder. Most of the food has been taken. Yeah, I read that, yes. You feel pressure changes in the water. A dragon is cruising nearby. An armory. Most of the weapons are gone. Marauder of the Deep. Oh, shit! Sea Dragon. Look at that. 3 attacks per round. Breathes steam. Causes fear. Free action. Immune to dragon breath. 72 health. Blah, blah, blah. Anyone without a ring of free action will have poor movement. Fireballs don't work here. Lightning bolts act like ice storms that do electric damage. Sea dragons and amphidragons are also vulnerable to your Dragonlance. There are giant snakes, so your clerics may find having more snake charms useful. Uh-huh. Yeah, well, the Dragonlance is still really damn good, as you might expect. Sorry. I think I went the wrong direction, to be honest. Let's go back the way we go. Oh, Marauders of the Deep. Oh, look at these things. Amphidragons. Breathes acid. And a giant sea snake. Crazy stuff happening. My fucking... Alright, Grim-faced sea elves defend this portal, but their eyes light up when they see what you bear. More spears! Whales be praised, we may hold out yet. They rearm themselves and send swift swimmers to other outposts. Our fervent thanks. Now you best be getting back to the safe hall. Right, the safe hall. This door has been clawed up by dragons. Go on? Yes. A guard room. Dragons have demolished it. Grim-faced sea elves defend this portal. Stand back and keep the people away from here. Dragons are at this door. Offer help. They begin to refuse, but then the door shakes. Suddenly there's a noise behind you. Defend yourselves. We'll hold the door. Yeah, I mean, Mangg with the free action and the Dragonlance is all we really need. The elves have repelled the dragons at the gate. We are grateful for your assistance. Damn right. An elf boy comes running up to you. Please, Sir Outlanders, help! My sister is wandering the city somewhere. She's too young to fight. She said she was going to a guard room to kill dragons. I don't know which one. Will you please find her and bring her to a safe hall? Her name is Irenia. Okay. Hope floods his face. He runs off to safety. This is a dwelling room. This is a sleeping nest. The squick sound. It's crazy. Okay, we gotta go to a guard room. Which one? Wouldn't you like to know? That's a larder. That's a storeroom. That's a guard room. Here, rampaging dragons. Stand back and keep the people away from here. Dragons are at this door. They decline your offer of help. What? What? Dwelling room. Sleeping nest. Yeah, okay, thank you for letting me know about the dragons. Stout door is solidly barred. What do you do? Pound. Voice shouts something muffled through the door. Shout. Okay, door is unlocked. The elves welcome you into the safe hall. Oh, this is the safe hall. Would you like to train? No. People of Nolladus mill about, inquiring about their family and friends. Yeah, okay. And clearly I didn't find the right guard room, so we gotta keep going. Oh, wait a minute. There's still... Marauder of the Deep. Dead. Alright, so this is also the safe hall. Why do I hear dragons then if this is the safe hall? Dwelling room. Okay, I think I have to go. Marauders of the Deep. Oh, what the fuck are those? Eye of the Deep? Paralysis ray? Oh no! Okay. Alright, we gotta go this way, and then I think it was... Where was it? This way. And then... Marauders of the Deep. A lot of giant snakes. Those are some big ass snakes, man. No ranged weapons underwater, which makes sense, but it's a bummer. We're pretty crowded here. Common room. Dragons are here. That really hurt. Mangg, where did you go? Mangg, you missed. Oh, God, Mangg. They're all dying. Oh, no, Mangg. Alright, as long as we win, I don't really care. Sleeping nest. Marauder of the Deep. That's great. A sleeping nest. A storeroom. A guard room. It seems empty. Offer help. They declined my offer. What bitches? A workshop with cold forge. A storeroom. A dwelling room. An undersea kitchen. Storeroom. This place is just a ridiculous maze. A dwelling room. You just get to hear squicks over and over. An elvish temple is being wrecked by dragons. Well, that's bad. We want to stop that. Ow. Yeah, that's bad. Mangg being dead is pretty shitty. But nothing we can't surmount. And Oakley leveled up to Thief 17. Pretty high. Dwelling room. You hear rampaging dragons. A sleeping nest. Yeah, I know. This was an armory. Dwelling room. Here are two young elf girls trying hard to be brave. The bolder of the two introduces herself as Irenia. Take them with you? Yes. Start bringing the elves to safety. An old couple paddles forth to meet you. Take them to the safe hall? Yes. They follow behind. Start bringing the elves to safety. More children zoom out of hiding to travel with you. Take them to safe hall? Yes. Start bringing the elves to safety. Family comes cautiously forward. Take them to the safe hall? Yes. Follow behind. Boy, we're getting everybody. Start bringing the elves to safety. Stout door. Shout. Door is unlocked. Elves welcome you into the safe hall. When they see the lost people with you, there's much rejoicing. Honor to the Outlanders! The cheer rings through the hall. Okay, that was good. Walk around the safe halls, you'll see elves bring their wounded in. So you say. The elves bring before you an old priest horribly wounded. To heal him may take all your healing spells. Do it? Yes. As you begin, his eyes fly open. No, no healing. It is my time. But I have been pondering what to do with Zaugr, my staff. Now I know. It is yours. He dies. Okay. Staff of Striking. I don't really know what it is, but sure. Would you like to train? No. Elves appear carrying wounded soldiers. Outlanders, can you aid? We know not what is wrong. They lay the warriors down. They are pale and catatonic, but seem unhurt. They were found at the entrance to the palace. They are palace guards. Examining further, on each one you uncover 3 small punctures in a row. Sahagin. This is the wound their tridents make, yet we have a treaty with them, of sorts. They too have been savaged by the sea dragon, so Lysian arranged a truce. Kretus surmises that the elves have been poisoned. Try to heal them? Yes. Will the party cast neutralize poison? Yes. Mangg cast the spell. The victims recover. They pass from staring catatonia into deep sleep. The others quietly bear them away. Many thanks, the elves tell you. Okay. Oh. Suddenly, the hall rocks with thunderous crashing. Dragons have forced their way into the safe hall. These animations. Some elves snatch up weapons, while others grab children and flee to the far corners. What do you do? Charge. Okay. Yeah, it is very limited movement, isn't it? We're fine. We'll kill him. There you go. Oh, there's one more. Now it's dead. The elves wail for their dead. Close at hand, you see an elf maiden dying of dragon wounds. Healer? Yes. Will the party cast Cure Light Wounds? Yes. You save her life with timely healing. The elves see your good works and bring you another blind person, an old man. Heal him? Yes. Will the party cast Cure Light Wounds? Yes. You save his life. Grateful, one of the elf women offers you something. A scimitar. So it's a scimitar plus 3. That nobody needs. Bronx using mace plus 4, Theorem mace plus 4, Kretus mace plus 4. So no. The door is barred and life in the safe hall returns to normal. Okay. I mean, you gotta hand it, it's a pretty unique location for the gold box. There's nothing like this. There was one underwater battle in... Oh, God, which one was that? Maybe that was Pools of Darkness. But I think it was maybe Gateway to the Savage Frontier, actually. But yeah, this is the whole underwater city and stuff. It's pretty... And it's a massive map. Lysian swims up to you, shaking his head. Blood mists through his torn armor. Never have I seen sea dragons so fierce. They seem determined to kill us all. I trust you have had a boring time here in the safe hall. Yes. You nod yes, but other elves rush forward in protest. Prince Lysian, they looked to our palace guards. They found my mother. They were a big help. They delivered spears to our warriors. They tried to heal our priests. They defended our safe hall. Lysian is amazed. You are out of your element, yet you have done well. I bow to you. He does. Then he looks around, as if for something missing. Captain Daenor is not with you. He's not hurt? Then remembrance floods his face, and deadly fear drains it of color. He's in the palace. I had forgotten that, and I was going to take you to heal him when the dragons attacked us. Now I cannot go. He sags a little. Nor have I any warriors to spare. You will have to go yourselves. Find him, heal him, if you can, and bring him to the safe hall until we have ended this threat. Elves come and take the wounded Lysian away. The warden comes forward. Here is a map of our city. Really? 1 page. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's a big old map. Make your way to the prince's chamber as instructed. Okay, where the fuck am I? Okay, I see where I am. I see where I need to go. Vaguely. I should be able to make my way there. Here's a present from the Darganesti. Wear it proudly. Okay, it's another ring of free action. So I guess let's give it to Bronk. Daenor was in the prince's chamber when the attack began. Gods be with you. Okay, and Theorem leveled up to mage 14. So that's good. We'll give him Globe of Invulnerability. And we will save. And now we have to make our way... Dragon blows have cracked it. If they strike again, the door will give way. A woman swims forward and runs her hand over the hinge. It can be replaced. There is another one in my workshop. If the Outlanders will go get it, we will defend this door. Agree? Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go do that first. Workshop is in the southeastern corner of Nolidus. Gods go with you. Alright, so we gotta go all the way to the southeast and then come all the way back. And then go to the Prince's Forge, or the Prince's Chamber all the way in the north. It's not there, it's this. A workshop with cold forge. You have no trouble finding the right hinge. It's kind of surprising, really. Okay, well, it wasn't too bad. We didn't get any random encounters or anything. They have brought the hinge. The elves unblock the door. Soon the door is as strong as ever. Come inside, Outlanders, and shelter with us. Okay, I don't know. I thought I might get XP or something. Now we have to make our way to the northern section. Which is... where? No, I wonder if it's... I might have to consult the map again. Nope, right here. Good. And then we need to go, like, all the way around. You step into the palace of the suzerain of Nolidus. All seems quiet. The music hall. An elvish temple. Guard room. It seems empty. Okay, so this is where I'm not quite sure where it is. Muttering voices. They suddenly hush. Devil men of the deep! Oh shit, Sahagin! They're basic little bitches, but they can use ranged attacks on us. Alright. Lysian's Great Hall. Common room. A royal bedroom. Figure slumps from behind the door. Captain Daenor! He can barely speak. Talhook, he whispers. The Sahagin. Stolen. Sea dragon. He pants. Eggs! He was here looking for treasure. Spoke of eggs! He slumps. He can say no more. What do you do? I guess... carry him. Take him back to the safe hall. Sounds of battle have died away. Marauders of the Deep. Okay, let's use lightning bolts, which function as ice storms, apparently. Pretty sure it's not how a lightning bolt would really work underwater, but sure. You gotta love that sound effect for a giant snake dying underwater. Ugh. So that's what it sounds like. You don't know. Maybe that is what it sounds like. Captain Daenor staggers out of hiding and collapses again at your feet. Where the fuck? Why am I always getting lost? The map does not show those, like, transition doors at all, so I don't know. Captain Daenor stirs and he pauses for a moment, his eyes open. Kryssia, he murmurs. Kryssia! You realize he is calling his sister. In a moment, she responds. A vision forms of her. She is standing near a portal. There are flames all around. No, she hisses. But not to Daenor. You sense the mind of someone reaching to her through the portal. With inescapable speed, the mind reaches her, jumps into Daenor's eyes and regards you. The gaze upon you misses no detail. Ah, the mind whispers. Heroes. Good. At last. You hear chains rattle. Then a draconian screams at Kryssia and the link is broken. Reason returns to Daenor's face, and with it, fear. Must save her, he breathes, then once again is asleep. Squick, squick. Squick, squick, quick. Shout. The elves welcome you into the safe hall. Elves rush forward to bear Daenor up. They lead you to where Lysian is resting. Lysian is relieved to see you. Again, I need not have worried. What of Captain Daenor? Hearing his name, Daenor opens his eyes. In a hushed voice, he recounts his experiences. I woke. Everyone was gone. Something was wrong. I hid under the bed. Soon some sea devils came in. One was swimming around and around the room, proclaiming to others where he would place his possessions when he came to rule. The others called him Lord Prince Talhook. Then a sea dragon arrived. I could not understand his talk, but Talhook could. You will get your eggs back when the elves are under my command, he said. Not before. Obey me or I will cook your progeny. After the dragon left, the sea devils all snickered. Lysian's webbed fingers clench in anger. Prince Talhook has betrayed us. Another elf warrior speaks up. This explains the mindless cruelty of the sea dragons. They are fighting for their children. Lysian is thoughtful. We cannot hope to find Talhook. It is a big ocean. But I suspect I know where he is keeping the eggs. My people have reported strange happenings in the old city of Selenost. In particular, there is an old suite there, filled with air, that used to harbor outlander guests long ago. Lately, evil beings seem to be living there. They are land creatures of a type deadly to us. But fate has sent us land creatures of our own. You. If you are willing, go to Selenost and recover the sea dragon eggs. Once they are returned, the sea dragons will leave us alone. Then we can move against the fiend Talhook and make our city safe once more. Oh yes, I almost forgot. Your deep sea spell must be lifted to breathe air again. He pulls a small shell from a pouch. This is a krylakon, an echoing shell. He speaks strange words into the krylakon. It has recorded 2 deep sea spells. Command it to speak when you reach the air chamber and it will lift the spell upon you. Command it to speak again when you have the eggs, and again you will breathe underwater. He hands you the krylakon. To reach Selenos, travel east, then south. A long tunnel leads to the ruined city. We have no choice but to defend ourselves and entrust you with this duty. Perform it, and we will gladly transport you to the land of Taladas. Okay. So the Selenos ruins, are another whole sort of section with a bunch of battles. After that, we go to the Hamlet of Hisden, then Luminari, Christophan, the Tombs, Holderfolk Wood, New Orem, Palace of the Thenol King, Hawk Bluff, Bayor, Blackwater Glade, Aldenachru, Tower of Flame, the Abyss, and then the finale. So we are not very far in the game, as you can imagine. We're at 3.4 out of 3.18 on this walkthrough. So we'll pick this up again, maybe around, I don't know, Holderfolk Wood or New Orem, somewhere around there. And then the Abyss and the finale for the end. Which means I got a lot to play on my own here. We had a rough start, I think. There was not a good first impression. There were really laggy fights there with a whole bunch of Aurochs. That was just a shitstorm. But I think Nolidus has been a lot cooler. So, yeah, we're on an up curve here. We started at the bottom, and now we're here. We'll see where we go, though, because you never know. It could get a lot worse. But we'll stay optimistic. For now, though, my name is Mangg. Game you've been watching has been The Dark Queen of Krynn. And I'll see you fine folks in the next part.